From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
13 yards on the game's opening play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
He and Arizona came together on a hefty contract extension before last season, but injuries, well, they caused everyone to take a step backwards last year. But when healthy, Kyler Murray, still a big play waiting to happen on every snap.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now for Murray. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track sneakers? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of ranking, rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are the first or second seed come playoff time.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
And the Cardinals first down.
Across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down now, it's Benson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side with Connor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. The Cardinals at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Murray. A beautiful fake. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000? 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So that, Charles, a season long right there. And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're already giving up a huge play for one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore. And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Able to but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running right is counter.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running block. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Cardinals. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8.
To throw is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Watson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, Watson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Arizona.
On play action, it's Murray.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Another outstanding season by Garrett in 2022. His second year in a row with 16 sacks, tied for second in the league. In just his 7th season, he's almost a virtual lock to become the Browns' career sacks leader.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Michael Wilson from 8 yards out. And the Cards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point good by Prater, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, it's Watson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
So we reach halftime here at a 10-point.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the 3rd part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. Shoves him aside, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, it's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
It's second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead is Strong.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The handoff to Ford up the middle.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The ball on the 8, still could get a 1st down technically, 2nd and 7.
At the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
Here's Watson. And he's got it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the 1st half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Murray now on 1st down. Open man, here's Benson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Benson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try and run for him with Connor. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Danny Gray, his 1st touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now it's Watson.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll give it to Strong. He's got it to the 43 here. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That is caught, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
A 29-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray now. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Now Murray.
That's a screen play here for Carter.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Murray now on 1st down.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
On 1st down, it's Benson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. Down to the 22-yard line.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Murray now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Cleveland offense making their way out. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. To throw is Watson.
Out quickly to Judy.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Powers past him at the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead now up to 14. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. So now it's Watson and the Browns.
Down by 2 touchdowns, 2:18 on the clock. Can they take advantage of the late carelessness? We'll see as they've got a first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time is going to run off the clock.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watson on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Watson. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Watson
eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
2nd down, goal to go.
It's a loss of 1.
Here's Watson.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And Deshaun Watson shows off his mobility yet again. Just 1 touchdown rushing in 6 starts last season. But the way that he moves around, if receivers are covered, he'll tuck it and go as he did there.
The York on now for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A 10-play drive that time. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Arizona, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.